Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, George Price. What's up, fam? At GPrice883 on Twitter. Facebook.com/George Price 883. www.georgeprice883.com. Instagram, GPrice883. And on Snapchat, GPrice883. Guys, how are you doing? As I start off, yes, today is my birthday. Number 43. Wow. 43. Wow. Wow. For all of you old heads, young heads, whatever you are, guys, let me just say this to you. Each year, expect better results. All right? Each year, expect better results. Each year, do something different. Do something that you haven't done before. Okay? Why is this going white? White? Do something different, guys. I mean, it's like we're at a stage in life and we're at a time in life where unless you're advancing, unless you're going forward, then you're just static. You're most likely doing negative things, all right? I want to say to you guys in this message, and this is kind of, it's a birthday / motivation for all of you that are looking to be your own boss, all right? I didn't start this journey 2 years ago, like I lead most of you believe. I started this journey, and we all start our journey as being our own bosses, being responsible for our own actions, being responsible for our incomes and different things like that. We started this process when we were like basically born, all right? Because you know what I've come to learn, guys, is that we don't necessarily, we grow, but we don't necessarily understand our powers and what we are to do in order, or what we can do, should I say, in order to become that dominant force, that income earning champ, you know, the schooling, the different things that we do. Like I said, we start this early on in life, guys, and we just don't realize that we start developing ourselves to generate income, to generate success, to generate all these things at a very, very, very young age. All right. So when I write things on my blog, when I express to people that I've been, you know, basically working to be my own entrepreneur, my own source of income for the past 2.5 years, since 2013, sorry. That's not necessarily true. I mean, I remember when I was in high school taking entrepreneurial classes, you know, and just at that point, like this was in Jersey, and I don't know if they have many in other areas now, or when I was growing up, if they had many in other areas then. But guys, the whole entrepreneurial aspect of life is such a lesson that if you're not aware of the fact that the whole 40 years working one job, retiring, you know, with a nice padded IRA, you know, different things like that, that's like yesteryear. That's Leave It to Beaver years. And a lot of you listening to this probably have no clue what Leave It to Beaver is, whether you're from the States or not. But that's just in a past life. You know, I learned, luckily, and a lot of you are growing up in an age and time where we have to make our own paths, guys. We have to put it out there and say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it no matter what. I'm not going to depend on some 9-to-5. I'm not going to depend on some other person that uses my sweat, my efforts for their gain and not actually gain myself. All right? And part of that, guys, and I'm going to go into something, and this is, yes, this is for you, my friend, or friends, if you're listening, and this actually hits home. Procrastination. And procrastination in the sense that, guys, you really don't realize as a procrastinator, all right, we do things, or we find ways of doing things to basically procrastinate. All right. But the awesome thing about being a procrastinator, and I am a big time procrastinator, is that as we procrastinate, part of the procrastination is putting off something. All right. And often we get into a point where we put off things so much that we routinely put these things off. We routinely procrastinate. Listen, as long as you're doing something, no matter how minute that thing you're doing is, you're not really procrastinating. You're procrastinating your growth. You're procrastinating the overall like singular focus on, the things that you're doing, but you're not procrastinating actually doing something. All right. So I say this, and I mention like my friend, because hey, I procrastinate all the time. I have videos on this phone, on my GoPro, that I should have been put out to you guys. I should have been released. But because of my procrastination, I didn't do that. All right. But the whole focus, the total vision is still there. So procrastination, it actually can help you in a lot of ways. Okay. However, after some time of your procrastinating, you just have to get up and, as they say, either use the toilet or get off the toilet. All right. So as you're procrastinating, you're going through all these things and you're sitting there, you're doing this, you're doing that. There's going to come a time where you're going to say, I have all this stuff collected. What am I going to do with it? You either throw it away, forget about it, or you keep procrastinating, keep collecting, keep doing this little bit, keep doing that little bit. Keep doing that, guys. And I tell you guys a lot of times, don't change what you're doing, continuously do it. And that's because I know from being the procrastinating person that I am and having success that I'm seeing and having success in intervals that I'm able to accept, that's part of procrastination as well. Because we'll sit here and we'll have tons of things that we want to do, but we'll just procrastinate on them. We won't do it. We have like a sense of self-fear of, okay, if I do this too much, or if I really expose this, what's going to happen? That's probably some of the OCD and such like that kicking in, right? But keep going, guys. Keep doing it. Keep taking action. The most minute action that you take is a hell of a lot more than those that are not doing anything are doing. Okay, so even in your procrastination, you're not procrastinating because you're doing it, you're thinking about it, it's on your mind, it's in your brain, you're just not writing it down, exposing it to others, such like that. But you're still building up in your mind these thoughts. It's like, the closest thing I can relate to it is, and me being a guy, is there's a woman that you really like, you admire, okay? But you're too shy to speak to them. Maybe you speak to them every day at work, but you're too shy to ask them on a date. Maybe you've went to dinner or lunch with them, but you're too shy to actually let them know your true feelings for them. All right, that is procrastination. All right, you're involving yourself in that situation. You probably said a million times, especially after you've had lunch with them, after you've spoken to them during the day, what have you, blah 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 blah. You probably said, "Hey, that was my opportunity. Why did I say such and such?" And I'm gonna tell you, in your alone time, and just like I do, you're probably often saying like, "Wow, yeah, this is how I'm gonna approach it. This is what I'm gonna do." You dream everything out. You script everything out, but you don't share it with others. And for most of us, that side of procrastination is what stops our growth, what stunts our growth, what keeps us from being that leader, that person that we need to be. But one day, the switch is going to flip. You're actually going to understand that, hey, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been procrastinating. Now it's time for me to actually get my butt up and do something. When you get to that point, guys, it's a beautiful thing. Let me just tell you that. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to say this to you, all right? And this is like kind of off topic, but not. Let me show you procrastination, all right? So, wow, there's lots of construction going on. So you look at my hair, for example, all right? See how my hair is wavy and different things like that? That's done by design, guys. I daily, I procrastinate. Daily, I focus and do something on my hair. Now, let me tell you, you look at my hair and it's called 360/540 wave style, right? So I'm daily, like I said, I do something with my hair. Okay, I brush my hair, I do all these things daily, all right? And I'm just showing you, just to let you know, kind of sort of what's going on here. So you see the motion, you see like it's just going, like look at that, all right? That's from me daily taking a bit of time procrastinating. Okay, because if I wanted to have everything like perfect, I could do that. And it's coming. It's coming from my procrastination. Okay? And it's a lifestyle for me. Like the 360, 540, the 360, the wave lifestyle. Okay, and if you guys understand what I'm talking about, it is a lifestyle. Anything that we're doing is a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle. If you're getting up, on your own in the morning to get on a computer, to go to a business, to do whatever, to earn income, that becomes your lifestyle. So as these things become your lifestyle, you're not necessarily procrastinating in them, or you're not procrastinating. You're doing something. It's just the amount of whatever you're doing towards that thing. So it's not a matter of being afraid, but putting yourself constantly in this setting, practicing constantly, whether it's internal, external, what have you, those things that you are going to be, those things that you want to have, practice having those things in your life, different things like that. How are you going to treat it? How are you going to handle it? All these things, right? Guys, that's what I do daily. That's what I've been doing for years. That's what I started doing when I was a little kid, and we started doing it ourselves. Now, in order to understand how to monetize or bring that thing out, that's where you become creative. And that's where it becomes a time for you to say, okay, listen, it's time for it to stop. I'm tired of having all these skills, but not letting others know what my skills are. So the others that know what my skills are, they can come to me and say, hey, guy, can you help me out here? Can you give me a little bit of advice? Can I pay you for your services? Can I pay you for your skills, for your knowledge? Unless you put it out there, okay, no one will be able to know that you have those skills. No one will hire you for that job because they have no clue that that is a skill that you possess. All right, because you've been procrastinating. So, on this day, my birthday, March 2nd, 2016, at the age of 43 years old, thank you. Can I get a hello there? If you guys have been watching my boy, wow, that guy is awesome. Infinite Waters, guys. Infinite Waters. Check him out. Ralph Smart. The guy is awesome. He will walk you through a lot of things like this in life, as far as procrastination, as far as just getting stuff done. All right? It's on us, guys. It's not on anybody else, so don't blame others. And I get frustrated when I see people blaming others. Don't do that. Break that habit, okay? And start understanding that you, yourself, are the true reason why your life is the way it is, all right? There may be certain areas of your life that others were involved when you did not have the success or the results that you desired. But ultimately, you're in that predicament to allow that person to have that control or to have that influence because that's where you put yourself. That's where you are. That's what you're experiencing, all right? And that's what it's all about. Okay, so the sooner that you get yourself into a better predicament, the sooner that you stop procrastinating and start sharing what it is, your knowledge, your skills, the sooner you'll be out of those situations, guys. Can I get a hello there? Guys, I'm going to talk to you later. Subscribe to my channel, YouTube, at gprice883 on Twitter, facebook.com/George Price 883, www.georgeprice883.com, Instagram, gprice883, Snapchat, gprice883. Guys, hit me up. Tell me happy birthday. Tell me something, all right? You guys have a great one. I'm going to talk to you soon. Love ya. Bye. Wow. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Loving it. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.